gentlemen, and anyone else who doesn't identify as those two. Welcome. I hope that was the right keybind. I don't remember my keybinds because I have not streamed it forever. It is. Hello, everybody. Whoever may be out there. Sorry, I'm adjusting in my chair. So I released a story on October 31st called Nocturnal, Somber Eclipse that is directly inspired by Amnesia the Bunker. And to celebrate, I'm doing this very late celebratory stream that will be part Q&A, part where I took inspiration from all of where I took inspiration from everything. I'll just overwrite this one. Do I want to mess with any of this? I don't know if I wanna. I don't know if I want to do hard or shell shock. Let's just leave it all on default. But yes, very easy. No, I can do this game pretty quickly. I think New Game Plus does randomize the locker codes, even if you don't change any of this. So I'm going to leave it on New Game Plus. Yeah. Okay. I don't think there's much left to do other than to just start, I guess. So yeah. Hence, turn on subtitles. I don't have vibration on. I'm gonna play without closed captions. I am slightly hard of hearing. If I could turn it on later, if it's an issue, I'll turn it on later, but I think I may be fine without it. I don't think I'll need that. I'll leave that on. Oops. Game assist, no. Let's say no. Oh, I didn't know you could change that. The rats being aggressive. None of that didn't matter. Okay. Nothing to it but to do it. Let's go. Skip intro? No. Is there a new game continue? Yes. To survive this war, you'll need two things. First, a basic set of skills. Second, the good goddamn sense to do whatever's necessary. I can teach you the first. The second is up to you. That's fucking loud, oh my god. Jesus Christ, I'm turning that down. Oh my god. Fuck me. Okay. Hi. I might change this all. Is it laggy on the... Jesus Christ, that's so loud. Okay, I'm turning it down a little bit more. Is it laggy on stream? It looks fine to me, at least on my phone. Alright. We're gone. Oh, it feels so good to be back here. Let me... Oh yeah, and then how do I... right click? Oh, that was not the button. And I remember that. Kill people shooting dots. So, let's get the obvious thing out of the way. I feel like my game's lagging. I feel like my FPS is dropping. It might just be this opening area though, or the fact I'm streaming while I'm doing this. It's still a little loud or you're quiet, one of those two. I could try amplifying my mic, but... because I know many people have said my mic is just quiet. I think if I... properties? Yeah, that's the right mic. Is it this? Audio balance. Okay. I'm gonna set this to 10. It's 335%? Is that better? Is it too loud? Is that for now? Okay, for now we're good. Okay. How about when we're in game? Am I still a little too quiet? The most of the game won't be this loud, so I don't think it's a huge deal if I'm a little quiet here. Germans are so silly in this game. Amnesia more like, oh, I forgot the joke. Is that Lambert? Yep, that's Lambert.
You're clear! Ali! I keep you covered from up here! Now keep pushing forward!
Thank you, Lambert. So let's get... I've been injured. See how bad the injury is. That's not good. That's a lot of blood. Ah, crafting. Alright. Fuck me, Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh right, I have to hold down tab to bring out my inventory, don't I? Is it just a press? It's just a press, never mind. Yeah, I feel like my game's lagging a little bit. I'm gonna turn down the settings a tiny bit. We'll do that, that. Do that. Yeah, that should be totally fine. Okay, I keep getting interrupted in my own thoughts and also me playing the game. Let's get the obvious out of the way. This game takes place during World War I, and my story also takes place during World War I. I have been wanting to write a story taking place during either World War I or World War II for quite some time now. If I'm being entirely honest, we ripped off the game. Sorry, got a rising cough all of a sudden. The reason I didn't set it during World War II was because... gas! They're gassing me. Yes, thank you, Lambert, for telling me there's gas, like 10 seconds after I said there was gas.
Where are you? Bobby!
Lambert! Yes, the Nazis. I wasn't entirely sure how to write Fritz if I said it in World War II.
We make it out of this hell together.
Because obviously Fritz is German, and you know, Nazis were the German party, and during that time, who, you know, fought in World War II.
Beat that roll, my friend.
There you have it, huh?
Ah, fate's a bastard. I'm on patrol tonight then. C'est la vie.
C'est la vie. Bye-bye, Lambert. So yeah, I wasn't entirely sure how to write him, because I felt like it wasn't appropriate for his character to be part of what I would argue to be the great, or the worst. I don't want to say greatest. That's something way different. The worst crime against humanity ever committed, in my opinion. And to have his character be this kind of not narcissist, but definitely only in it for himself, but also trying to help other people, and to have him be a Nazi with that kind of mindset, and you know, it just didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I figured it'd be way easier if I wrote him in the First World War, and I kind of felt that way for Joachim too, because, or Joachim, I don't know entirely how to pronounce the name if I'm being honest. Because obviously the French had, you know, became a part of Nazi Germany in World War I. Hello, Lambert. You know, because they lost to the Nazi forces.
Here, drink this. Then I'm going to get you out of here.
I can walk. My leg.
I'll get you back to safety. Just hold on to me.
I don't know why, but Henry's voice actor reminds me of Lixian, you know, Markiplier's editor for some reason. And ever since I thought of that and made that comparison, I can't unsee it now. I'm also sorry if you guys can hear me playing with my coat or my jacket's buttons. I have problems. I have attention problems, so I'd like to pluck these things on and off because it satisfies me. The Germans! Ah! Alright guys, we're dead. Roll credits. Game's over. German man. Yeah. You are now on your own. Learn, adapt, experiment, and survive. My baby blue. The decision to set Nocturnal inside a bunker was primarily because, I mean, obviously they're stationed in the bunker, and it would make sense the monster kind of wants to only roam around there. It wasn't purely trying to just rip off Amnesia and, make this the exact same. 10th of July, 1916. So that Clement admitted to medical treatment following the events of 9th of July. Personal effects held in the storage locker. Patient remains in a weak coma state, will respond to stimuli but only for brief periods of time. When last aroused, he reported no memory of recent events, had trouble recalling even his own name, most likely due to severity of the initial head trauma. We'll continue to monitor. If status does not improve in a week's time, recommend transfer to Saint Atene for neurological test. Signed, Dr. Jozinski. Sorry guys, I'm replying to a text message. So yeah, the decision to set it in a bunker was mostly... If I stream myself doing some random shit. You could. I do kind of miss the streams. I was sad when you announced you were going to stop doing that, but I understood, considering you're a college student who probably has way better things to focus on. First thing you guys will probably notice about this game is the interactivity of it all. You can interact with most things. You can throw them around, move them around. You can rotate them. I forget how. It's not hard. It's not R. You can throw them. They all have weight to it. I've never done this once in my life, but apparently that you can get a bandage there. I didn't know that, but it makes sense. I actually do not know much about Amnesia, so I guess I'll give a basic rundown for anyone who's unfamiliar with the series. Amnesia is a survival horror series, which first debuted in 2011, and basically sparked the genre of YouTube video where some guy was in the corner of a screen with his webcam on, shitting his pants over a scary monster. Press F to bring or put away the flashlight. The Amnesia basically started that. PewDiePie epic jump scare. This is the fourth? Yes, I think. This is the fourth game in the series. Lore-wise, I think technically the third, because I don't think Machine for Pigs is canon anymore. Mostly because Frictional knows how much people dislike that game, even if the story's great, which we may play through it at some point. I don't entirely know, because I've actually never played The Dark Descent or A Machine for Pigs. I know the story in A Machine for Pigs is apparently one of the best ever told in gaming, period, but the rest of the game is total ass. We will see. I guess if I decide to pick up this whole shit again and do this whole song and dance, we'll see if I end up playing it. But yeah, this is the fourth game, and the most recent one too, which takes place in World War I inside a French bunker, which is why it's called Amnesia the Bunker. And you will very quickly see that things are not exactly right here. So the main inspiration for setting the game, or not the game, the main inspiration for setting the story, it's pretty wacky. The main inspiration for setting the story inside a bunker was primarily because it was a relatively simple setting that I could do both a lot and a little with, keeping them kind of compact, because obviously, as scary as it is to be locked inside a bunker in World War One with a monster, No Man's Land is even more terrifying, I would argue. Just because this isn't some supernatural... No, war isn't some supernatural cosmic horror or anything like that. It's the scariest things humans can produce, I would argue, is war. Just this ever-changing nightmare of tragedy and massacre and all this shit. And I think that's the scariest things humans can achieve. Or humans can do. What do you mean it never changes? So, to have everyone kind of trapped in, feel even more isolated. Because obviously, if you told... It's the exact same thing of, like, being a kid. Like, telling your mother there's a monster in your closet. Obviously, she's not gonna believe you, because monsters aren't real. The French... Every other French soldier isn't gonna believe the French soldiers inside this bunker because monsters aren't real. Or so they think. So, the assumption, even at the very beginning, when the... What was his name? Kronstadt? Or Konstrad, I think his name was? Tells the French that, there's something in these bunkers. They don't believe him. They call him insane. Because who would believe him at the end of the day? And it was also a way to kind of connect Fritz and Joachim. Because Fritz and his, I guess, group, if you want to call it that. Sorry. Fuck, where was I? Oh yeah, so it was a way to connect Fritz and Joachim, because Joachim and his group of soldiers overtake a German bunker during, I guess you could say a kind of battle of sorts. Not necessarily, it's not like a full-on attack, but they do get the opportunity to push up, and they take it. And that turns out to be the bunker that Fritz is stationed in, and that was a way to kind of connect the two. While also having them isolated with each other, where they still have to deal with the main threat. Let's bring up, the flashlight. This was something I didn't really bring up, besides one bit later in the story, but, these are authentic flashlights to what they had in World War I, where to charge them, you have to yank the cord, and that produces light. This isn't fictional. This is a real flashlight from World War I, or based on a real flashlight model, that I think the French had. I don't know if other armies had them, or, if it was only the French. I'm not entirely sure. But, as you notice, produces, I mean, a good amount of light for, I guess, this place, but this place is also pretty well lit. Doesn't last forever, makes a bunch of noise, like... That's noisy right there. I did bring it up in a single section.
9th of July, 1700 hours.
I'll let this play out.
I'm in a state of agony. It cripples my body, captures my mind, bleeds my soul. This thing I've done, this thing... It is lunch in the mess hall currently. Ugh, the thought of eating repulses me.
So I don't think I brought this up to anyone, besides maybe my best friend. I'm not sure. But I wrote notes like this. This is originally how Nocturnal was. Notes like these is what I wrote as, like, teasers, you could say. And then I was gonna release the full thing. The first note I ever wrote that that is related to Nocturnal is back in July of last year. That was the first time I wrote a journal entry for Nocturnal. That'd be a cool format for another thing. Oh, can I introduce you to my not fame story? We'll just say I said something pretend I said something smart there, called The Fall of Arcarine, which is based off Outlast and is told entirely through data logs. Yes, this entire story is told through logs that the CIA is unearthing from a corporation who has just been blown up by a goddamn nuke. Blown sky high, whatever. With Fall of Arcarine, it was more so I made it to be a story I could write in the meantime in between other stories. Like when I wanted to write something, but not like the story I was currently wanting to write. Like something small. Even though I think Fall of Arcarine is gonna be my most in-depth, complicated story when it's finished. At least out of the ones I'm currently doing or have made. I guess while we're in here and the action hasn't kicked off, I'll take the time. I kind of want this light to shut up. Just the ambience. I'll take this time to introduce my next story. Which is going to be a psychological horror story of sorts called Playing God. That's as little as I want to say about it right now, because it's still in its early stages. Like, I have the general concept. I haven't wrote a single word for the story yet. But I know what I want to do. I want it released before Christmas, and I think I might still hit that deadline. But I'm gonna need to work pretty quickly. So we'll see how it goes, but I am excited because it's gonna be a kind of personal story, to me at least. And it's something I'm really excited to write and share with the world. So yeah, that's what that's the next story that's gonna be coming out. And then after that, going into 2026, I will tell you guys right now, one story I have in mind. I want to write a true sequel to The Crying City. I want to do that. I think I know what I'm going to do for that. Fuck, that actually got me. I was wondering. We're being shelled right now, so that's in game. I'm not being shelled in real life. You guys don't have to worry. I'm safe, but yeah, the Germans are showing us right now. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, right, yeah, so going into 2026, I want to write a sequel to The Crying City, and I have ideas for that too, and I think I know where I'm going to take that. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure, but I do have a few ideas in mind that I may pursue. Now, that's only a may. For those who know, I was supposed to write Crit Kill instead of Nocturnal, which, for those who don't know, Crit Kill was going to be a kind of action story about a hitman in a futuristic setting. But I think I need more time to work that one out. And I wanted to publish something for Halloween, and I had been sitting on the idea of writing Nocturnal for almost a year. Yeah, over a year at that point, because I started writing July of last year was the first note I wrote in the Nocturnal universe, if you want to say that. So I was like, why not? I'll make this fucking story. Like, I made all the groundwork for this story maybe like 8 months ago, and I just never did anything with it. So I was like, why not? I'll do it, and I'll release it for Halloween, and that's exactly what I did. Do I think working under a time crunch was the absolute greatest thing in the world? No, not at all, and I'll admit I think it did make some things about the story worse than they should have been. Let's review this photo right here. Ugh. Look at that. So, this photo played a big part in writing my story. Because what I wanted the Scrounger to look like was an idea that floated around my head a lot. Because in reality, I didn't really know where to take it. Like, obviously, I'm gonna get into spoiler territory, by the way, before I say anything. So if anyone wants to read the story without spoilers, there's your warning. Some of it is gonna be spoiled. I won't spoil all of it, but, you know, you came to this stream, what did you expect, really? I'm sorry. So, yeah, there's your warning to anyone. But, considering the Scrounger is an ancient evil that possesses people, the obvious answer is, well, it still has to be humanoid to some extent. Because it's not like it's a physical manifestation of a monster. It's a spirit that is possessing someone, like how a demon or a ghost would possess someone or whatever. So it still has to play into the realm of being humanoid. But what can it do with the power of it's an ancient evil? I took a lot of inspiration from this photo right here. Of, like, you know, the scars, the ripped out flesh, the unhinged, the exposed... the jaw looks slightly unhinged, but that might be because the flesh is ripped off here. All these scratches, and one of the big factors that played into this too was this photo being in black and white, which kind of inspired me to, like, okay, what if I, you know, make its blood, you know, black or whatever. It's kind of stuff like that. I believe... Yep, here it is. Autopsy of Reynard. 14th of July, 1916. Body of Sergeant Reynard. Multiple lacerations. Chest cavity torn to shreds. Every rib cracked. Skull cracked open by repeated blunt force trauma. Who could have done this to him? That's that photo we just looked at. This is Reynard right here. Thank you for the gas. Did I get the note explaining what was in? No, it might be a little up ahead. Explaining what this room is for. It's a little gruesome on a first playthrough, just to randomly walk into this room with a bunch of charred corpses. But there is a reason behind it that I will showcase. Because I think the note is somewhere around here. Or it might not exactly be in here.
Is someone there? Oh, oui. Thought I was the last one. We're trapped down here. The rat fucking officers ran and blew the exit behind them. You want to escape? You need to blow it back open. There's dynamite in the arsenal. Ah, and a handle to trigger it somewhere in the excavation site. Get them, and you can make it out. Shit. That thing, it's coming for me. Here, take this. Finish me off, please. I want to die at the hands of a brother soldier, not that monster. There's ammo in the back.
I don't think it mattered if I left him or not, Shroomy, if I'm being honest. I feel like I'm missing a note. Oh well. Do 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 do. Classic survival horror fashion. Here's our safe room. And here's our Resident Evil item box, which I can store stuff in. I heard that. For some reason, the alert didn't pop up on my screen, but I did heard it. I'm assuming it was an effigy. Because I just got that. Yes, it was. I just heard. I heard the ancestor whispering into my ear. Rats and burnt corpses. Update to all medical and mortuary personnel. The rat problem has not gotten any better. They're swarming every dead body. They're even coming after the wounded, but the vermin have no interest in flesh after it's burnt. So, a new policy must be instituted. The bodies of all deceased soldiers must be burned. I have spoken to Father DeRace about this matter. He will provide proper consecration for the deceased. Remains will be preserved for families. This is not ideal and it fills my soul with pain, but burning the dead body seems to be the only way to stop the rats from coming, so burned we must. That's why, that room with all the charred corpses, they're burning all of the bodies so the rats don't come over them. Note from Head Clerk Ari Dog Tags. Important, when processing deceased soldiers, please check the reverse side of their ID tags for any messages, symbols, or locker codes. These are to be wiped clean before the tag is preserved and recorded. So you can check the back of dog tags for codes. We're being shelled. There's the bunker. Unknown author, keep the lights on. Order to all men, the beast hunts in the dark. The light is our only chance and the generator our only hope. It must be kept fueled at all times, day and night. A continuous rotation of runs to the main fuel supply must be maintained. Watch each other's back. Keep each other safe. Do not let the lights go out, for all our sakes. So that, Bozeran. Bozeran? Warning, generator fuel is extremely flammable. Do not light any fires near them. Do not fire any weapons near them. For God's sakes, don't even smoke your cigarettes near it. Store it only in sturdy metal canisters. Glass breaks far too easily. If it spills, wipe the area clean immediately, then dispose of the rags outside the bunker. My channel won't let? Oh, okay, that's weird. It might be my settings or something like that. That's probably it. I haven't really messed around with them in a while. Keep on at all times, the fucker hates light. What's this code? We got 5 cans of gas? Goddamn, okay. That's pretty good. Spiritually radiant, yeah. So, a big thing about the monster in this game is, as we just saw, it doesn't like the light. So, by keeping the light on, it won't come out of its little hidey holes in the walls unless it's kind of provoked to. In Nocturnal, it wasn't the same. It wasn't like basically 1-to-1. The monster did come out during the day, but in different kind of ways, and it did crawl through. Well, it crawled through the floors, not the walls. Alright, I need to turn this on. So the pocket watch allows you to track how much time's left on the generator. If you ask me, I don't really like it a whole lot. So I'm gonna put it in here and not waste the inventory slot. What was that code we got on the back? 8836. Get to go out. I'm the one hiding in the walls. Welcome to the dingy old bunker. Please? Question mark? Oh, I'm hitting C to crouch for some reason. I heard that. I didn't like that. I heard it. I didn't like it. Foreman Stafford. Here's another picture of them fixing a vent. What tag do we got straight off the bat? Garage. 0137. 013. Or was it 10? 10. We get the lighter straight off the bat? Oh, fuck yeah.
9th of July. I do not know the time, but dusk has fallen, and still, of course, no word. When I asked the sergeant, he shrugged, as if I was asking about when it might next rain. These fools around me, laughing, drinking, arguing. Do they know what I've done? Do they suspect it? I feel they must all be guilty of something. And yet, they laugh, drink, argue. God knows what I've done. I wonder if his judgment could be worse than my own.
I only just now realized I completely forgot to send out the ping in my Discord server that I am streaming. I'm just gonna do that quickly. And I'm gonna join the chat that I also forgot to join. I'm gonna get rid of that. That's from a different server. And I'm gonna mute myself. When it came to Joachim having mental conditions, a big one was obviously cell shock. or I guess PTSD, whatever you want to call it. I'll call it shell shock just because it was called that back then. That was a pretty easy one, just to cross off that, you know, because most soldiers obviously had trauma and, you know, flashbacks, whatever, related to shelling and, you know, no man's land, all the gunfire, explosions, whatever. That's where that one picture comes from. The 1,000-yard stare, that's it. Which, by the way, I don't know if that's like a real painting or something like that, or if that someone just drew that as a meme or something like that. I don't know the backstory behind that. I still can't believe we got the fucking lighter. That's pretty hype. Some bandages. Thank you for a bullet. Get one more bullet. Here's one thing you can do in the game. I'm gonna... If I can position this right, I think even that might do. That would definitely do. So now if he tries to crawl out of that hole, he's gonna just bonk his head on the barrel, and he'll go back in. I thought I heard it. I'm gonna keep the cloth on me for now, just in case I find a stick. Showing has continued. I really like the way this game does... Okay, I guess I'll take it for the meantime. The betrayal of war in this isolated bunker. Because... Okay. If I need to open that door, that's gonna be bad. That's gonna set off the explosion. He's gonna come running. There's no way he doesn't wake up from that. He will always get alerted from a nade. Okay. This game's betrayal of war in the midst of, in this isolation, how you're being hunted, but, you know, obviously the war's still going on, and that you're being reminded by the shelling and all that stuff, and I'll show you guys an example later down into the game. 2nd of May, 1916, from Sergeant Jobert to M. Fournier and D. Blanchett. Engineers have broken through our storage area and into the old Roman tunnels. They are, as we thought, structurally sound, deep, and I confess I was skeptical of this last point, but they do indeed lead in the direction of the German lines. By September, we should be in position to launch a massive push from inside the tunnels. Perhaps to note, inside the tunnels we found urns, light attacks, etc. We will do our best to preserve some materials for posterity. Updates to fall. That's what this photo is here. They found the Roman tunnels. The Roman tunnels in this game did... Oh, fuck, why'd I make that? Okay, I guess that's fine. I'm not gonna pick that up, though. I'll take the gas. The Roman tunnels in this game were a direct inspiration for, the Mithrium. And I guess that kind of area, but I decided to take it my own way. With my story, I wanted to base it off Amnesia, but kind of turn it in a direction where I could kind of catch Amnesia fans off guard. Prisoner in custody. 30th of June 1916, from V. Delphi to M. Fournier and D. Blanchett et al. After raid of last evening, we have in custody some 20 German soldiers from the IV Reserve Corps of the 2nd Army. This puts ourselves past capacity. With one exception, I recommend they be shipped to all camps as soon as feasible. Prisoner number 73014 I would like to hold before capture. Before capture, he ripped his rank and insignia from his uniform, so his rank remains unknown. Since capture, he has refused to say a word. I suspect he may be an officer or other important person. I believe once removed from his men, I could break him. Please advise. With writing Joachim, I wanted to make him stereotypical for... That door's trapped, isn't it? I wanted to make him stereotypical for the time. If I go around, I'll be able to confirm. Yeah. Okay. But I wanted to make him kind of guilty, too. Especially as the events of the game actually kick off. M4, increase security on Arsenal. I have ordered increased security for the Arsenal. Lock and code, and I will root out those responsible for the horrendous acts. Justice will be done for France. Vive la France. Shooting the beast. Situation report. After Tremblay's death, the bunker has descended to chaos. I've retaken control and ordered the men to form up in squads. They're to hunt the beast down and kill it. They tell me it is not possible. They tell me the bullets don't kill it. They only buy a little time and the beast comes back angrier. Cowards. I've sent them back out to do as they should. Hunt and kill it. If they fail, they will face a worse fate than claws in the darkness. Dude's kind of an asshole. So I made him very kind of guilty in that regard. For just about... Oh, right, I can't just drag it out. I drop like that. For just about everything in the story... Locked. Alright, there's a way through here, isn't there? Got the barrel? Yeah. Not making any more noise, and he's just gonna piss right off. Sergeant LaRue! It's LaRue! 15th May 1916. From Sergeant LaRue to M. Forner and D. Blanchette. I am now putting into writing what I have reported to both of my immediate superiors. Last evening, 14th of May, I was assigned to aid the engineers in mapping the Roman tunnels. As I entered the deepest area of the tunnels, I noticed strange glowing liquid seeping from the walls. When I turned around, the walls of the tunnels themselves were suddenly gone, and I was standing in a vast plain of darkness. In the distance, there was a sickly light that seemed to be calling me forward. Between it and me, malformed shadows moved. I blinked again, and it was gone. I was back in the tunnels. It lasted but a split second, but I am quite convinced that what I saw was no daydream, it was real. Since that experience, I have felt haunted, like a part of me is still there, stuck in the tunnels. I keep seeing shapes moving at the edge of my vision. I am formally requesting medical leave. Please help me. Get real. That's a grenade. I kind of want that. Oh, good thing there's a pouch here. So, I'll recap a little bit of the Amnesia story here for people who don't know it, but basically there's kind of an alternate dimension, if you want to say it. And that's where these kind of strange ethereal properties come from, such as that guy, you know, seeing the vast plain of darkness, and that sickly light is him kind of peering into the alternate world that this story has. You get to see it more in Amnesia Rebirth. I'll pull up a picture here. Other world. So here's kind of what it looks like, just for a little reference. And Alexander comes from here. He's the main villain of Amnesia: The Dark Descent. This is his world, and I think all the monsters in Amnesia Rebirth also come from there. Amnesia the Pigs I'm not sure about, and like I said earlier, I don't believe it's canon anymore, so I don't know if there's too much to worry about. Son of a dick biscuit. I have to go along the wrong way. But at least it's not down there, I guess. Dick biscuit is a creative swear word. I don't remember where I heard it. I just heard it one day and I started repeating it because I was like, damn, that's an interesting way to say that. I don't think we have lawn on our generator. Oh no, surprisingly we still got quite a bit of time. I'm going to drop this can of gas out in the box because, you know, I don't need it. Getting back into streaming. I do miss your streams a lot, like I said. I wouldn't be opposed to it. I was really sad when you said you wouldn't because you told me you would stream Signalis. And I was really excited to see you play that, and then you said you were gonna quit streaming, and I was just like, fuck. Like, I wanted to watch that. 0528. Please, thank you. 0528. I forgot about that, sorry. It's fine, it's fine. So, you guys may have saw earlier, I tried to turn a wheel, but it broke. That is to lift the emergency lockdown, which is why we can't go to any of these other places right now. Since I've gotten, you know, we just got a new wheel. We can turn it and lift the emergency lockdown. Where do you guys want to go first? I'll let chat decide. We have the prison, the arsenal, the soldiers' quarters, and I think maintenance are the big areas there. I think the only ones we can fully explore are the soldiers' quarters and maintenance. Arsenal and prison kind of open up when we get tools from both of those. Quarters? Yeah, we could go there. Gotta sniff out some weed. I'm gonna take the lighter with me just in case. I don't think I'll need the grenade. Man, I still remember playing this game on shell shock mode. Was see if any of them were on the devil's grass. So, for the bunker in my story, I made it a lot more compact and smaller, which I don't think was necessarily a good thing. If I get a brick, I can bash that open. Is there one back here? Foreman Stafford, daisy chain switches. Attention, the power in this part of the facility is daisy chained. Shut off the power in one section in the chain, the subsequent areas will go off as well. Switches should only be turned off under extraordinary circumstances, like when I say so. Pranks and mischief will be reported directly to Reynard. Foreman Stafford. So, if you turn off one switch, every other switch and later down the line will also get turned off here. So we have to flip all the switches to get power to this place. I'm gonna hit crouch here. Partly just because I hear him. Motherfucker. There's a brick here. Sergeant, Chenard. Fear and paranoia, 15th of July 1960. Foreigner claims one of us killed Reynard, but I saw Reynard's corpse. His eyes were gone, gouged from his skull, his tongue was shredded. We all hated Reynard, but none of us could have done this to him. War is brutality, but it is anonymous, mechanized. We fire at distant soldiers. Whoever did this, it was intimate. It was sadistic. I fear for all of us. Just stream some homework just as a way to keep myself focused. Whatever you have to do, man. I get it. That's a gas nade. I need to check all these corpses eventually for codes. That's a nade I was about to run into. So it's not like completely out of left field. Yeah. Code. Unless this is a fake. Oh no, it's my code.
9th of July, night. My conscience compels me now, as it failed to compel me then. I must do something, even if it costs me my own life. I must do something lest I never sleep again. I must do something or risk greeting hell itself as a relief. I must do something. I go.
I mean, yeah, I would watch those. I hope he isn't going to get pissed off at me. Because I don't have a stick to scare you guys off. I don't have a nade either. Fuck my ass, man. And my inventory's all filled up too. If I put the gasoline in a bottle and I throw it at the rats and I put down a flare, I could burn the rats. I think I can do that, but fuck! Fuck! I can't go anywhere else. If he comes down this hallway, I have to shoot him. I think he ran into the gas. Yeah, he just ran into the gas and got scared because he, you know, ran into the fucking gas and just went back in his hole. There is meat here, so I can scare off the rats. Ooh, a grenade. Yeah, I'm dropping the flare for that. Motherfucker. That's also locked. Son of a bitch. Okay, here goes nothing, I guess. Come on, fucker. I got enough bullets to scare your ass off. Okay, now that he's gone, I can, so once you scare him off, he'll kind of leave for a while. Fuck! Why did the door close on me? Oh, it still blew up. Okay. That's fine. There's a secret hidden back here, which I didn't find for quite a bit. But I don't think we can go in here yet. Yeah, it's locked. We need the, wrench if we want to go down there. So, right, for my design of the bunker, it was a lot more compact to give this, idea of both safety and isolation at the same time. Here's the map of the place. We connected that, so that should be connected, which means we just gotta get the key now. One idea that kind of got brought up to me, mostly because I went back and revisited. I'm gonna drop the fuel here just to go grab the meat that was back here. Was this game called Nobody Lives Under the Lighthouse, which is a kind of newer game, but it's in the style of an old PS1 kind of game. Go after that. Go after that, fucker. Fucker. I'll shoot you. Get out of here. Oh, fuck me. You picked a bad time to show back up. I got the code at least. No. Fuck! I ran into him. I thought he was going around the other way. I couldn't fucking see. I didn't save in a while either. Fuck. I didn't think I would need it. I don't think I've lifted the emergency lockdown. I haven't even unlocked the door. I guess this is just my cue to save more. We'll go to maintenance first, and I'll see, because now I know we're gonna get the lighter straight off the bat. I'll see if I can find a stick there so we can craft a torch and scare off the rats instead of having to resort to slaughtering them. I don't remember the code though to open them. Fuck, what was it? 8868? 8836. I'm not gonna go back and reread the notes. If you missed them, so be it, I guess. I'm just gonna go back and loot the places for whatever they may have had. So I decided to make my bunker a lot more compact. Reason being was for both this kind of feeling of safety and isolation at the kind of same time. With No One Lives Under the Lighthouse, it's one of these old PS1 style horror games that came out relatively recently. About, you know, going out to work on a lighthouse on an island. Because of the PS1 style of graphics, it's very, you know, obviously, like, stuff that's further away is, like, pixelated and stuff like that, and stuff up close is, you know, you can actually see clear and, you know, make out what it's supposed to be and stuff like that. I kind of wanted a similar feeling of safety in a different kind of way, with it more so being, like the entire bunker, you can know the entire bunker and where to go and stuff like that. And you can know what's supposed to be safe and stuff like that, but is it really safe? Like, you're, not only is it, you know, not only is above a literal war zone, but your bunker is, you know, it's small. It's very compact. There's a, I don't know if I want to drop that. There's not, like, a whole lot of places to kind of run, I guess. I'm gonna lock myself in here so he just shuts up for a moment. Because if you're in the safe room, he won't bother you. Got a notification. A Steam game I like is, or wishlisted is on sale. Neato. Will I buy it? Probably not. I think I own that game on Epic actually, so. Shut up. I can growl too. Okay, this time I've learned my lesson, and I'm actually going to save my game before I do this. I don't know why I went all the way up there. Can't pick up the rag though. And what were you again? Oh, 528. To unlock this, I should probably unlock the other door too. Yeah, we'll go to maintenance first. We could get tripwires and stuff like that there. Or not tripwires. We could get the wrench, and I think we may be able to get bolt cutters there. I'll see, I guess, but it's not a guarantee. But we may find a stick there, and that'll let us get a torch, so we can scare off the rats. And I'll empty my inventory, and I'll actually save this time. That's the arsenal down there. I'm not going down there first. I'll read this note. We didn't find it. Where's our wine? From Funir to Foreman Stafford. This is our fourth formal request for a resupply of wine. The cellar is running low. I fear my reaction among men and my fellow officers if we're forced to implement harsher rationing. I'm already fielding complaints on a daily basis. This army runs on morale, and morale runs on wine. My initial request was 10 crates. So far, we have received 2. Fix it. Let's go to maintenance. So, hello, rat. So, my bunker didn't really have a kind of maintenance area to it. It was more so that... Okay, that was a little weird. That's marked, so can't go in there. Bottle, I don't think I want the bottle, but I'll take this. 2 grenades, I'll take 1, and I'll leave the other. Because, yeah, I'm already running low on inventory space, and I guess I'll take the bandage for now, but I'll drop it. You know what, yeah, I'll drop it right out here. I just need to find me a stick. Keyboard in. Note to a dead friend. Gavin, I promised you a Christian burial, but you must understand, the rats would not stop coming. They swarmed your body, their teeth, their claws, they would not stop. I did what our ancestors did when faced with unclean things. Burnt them, and I burnt what was left of you to stop them from coming again. If you've made it to heaven, please forgive me. I remain down here in hell with that demon. It will come for me soon. I know it. I'm going to do as you suggested before you died. Make it for the pillbox. Please, if you're up there, watch over me. I think this is supposed to be Foreman Safford, but I'm not entirely sure. I get a shotgun around this early? Oh, fuck, okay, I guess. Oh, there's a stick here. I'm gonna make a run back. I guess along the way we'll be able to pick up more things. How many bullets do I have? Only 2, okay. We're not going to get a shotgun until much later in the game, so... we won't be using that for quite a while. But I suppose it's nice to have. I'm trying to genuinely think of things to, like, say to chat about, because this stream was obviously about, you know, I've wanted to replay Amnesia for a while, but it was also because, you know, it was meant for, like, celebrating Nocturnal's release as well, but I don't necessarily know entirely what to say, to be honest. Is there a tripwire here? No. Got nothing. Okay. I'm just a little bit EP, so I get it. Yeah, that's fair. You don't have to force yourself to stay in the stream if you're tired and want to go to bed or something. I'm a little tired too. Did I bring along the lighter? I did. I just need a rag, which actually there was one up here, so I'm gonna grab it. And we're gonna make ourselves a torch. No, fine, put one. ADHD, max and tired, I think. That's fair. Yeah, I feel that. Oh, 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 I just saw it. I literally just saw it. Good thing that door was locked. Okay. This is the part that fucking sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but it is a little annoying to get past. Ooh, scissors. Down this hallway, as you can see, are rats. Because, you know, there's a body there. But there's not just one body. There's multiple. And I'm pretty sure they all may have codes on them. So, ooh, that's a good point. Thanks for just leaving. Yeah, now see, here's the issue. Okay. So if you pull out the torch and you wave it at them, rats don't like fire, so they just run away. And I can pick up this code now and see who it is. But it does drain a lot of your torch. So I need to kind of conserve it. Where's the pillbox be? If you require pillbox access, see me or Father DeRace. We're both in possession of the key. Form Safford. Locked. The build up to the moment. Is there another body here? To the moment you guys will see in just a second. Fucking really got me. Oh yeah, there is one. Does that have a thing on it? Oh, fuck me. It does not, okay. That's a tough choice. I'm gonna drop the cloth and I'm gonna take the grenade. Because I'm gonna end up using it up here anyways. Oh, that's a flare. I could probably set most of these traps off pretty soon because we have to go to the chapel. Father DeRace has the key to the pillbox after all. We need to go fight Foreman Stafford. Unfortunately, it's made this little place its hidey hole. So this is where the beast lives.
11th of July, 1916. Dusk. I sit now at the bedside of my dear friend Henri Clément. The doctor has left, but I remain. I feel I must record the extraordinary twists of fate and fortune that have led me to be here. Breathing, alive, strong and well, while Henri lies unconscious, fighting for his life. It starts days ago. On a night patrol, I fell into some kind of pit. I was injured, unable to move, unable to escape. By all rights, it should have been my tomb. I cried for help, screamed myself hoarse. The effort left me parched, exhausted, and still alone. As the next night fell, as I cried what might have been my last cry for help, I could see the stars high above, beautiful, indifferent. And then Clément's face appeared at the top of the pit. He lowered himself to me, found a trickle of spring water there, and had me drink from it. It was cool and crisp, with a strange, sweet taste. Never has water felt more nourishing than that. Administered by a dear friend's hand. I was saved. But of course, that is not the last twist fate's blade would stab into my back. 11th of July, 1916. Night. Later now, I continue my tale. As Clément carried me across no man's land, fate struck again. A German outpost spotted us. Gunfire, explosions, desperation. And as the air cleared, I pulled myself to my feet and saw that Henri was wounded, blood pouring from his head, his eyes glassy. He was fading. I do not know where I found the strength to carry him, but carry him I did, all the way back to our bunker. 12th July, 1916. Morning. Woke this morning and realized that a toy I purchased for my son is gone. I promised him I'd bring him something home from the front, so I brought him a stuffed rabbit from a local shop. A rabbit because he thinks he's so fast. It must have fallen from my pack when I fell into the crater. The thought of that stuffed rabbit lying in that crater, rain and weather matting its fur, unloved, forgotten, totally alone, lost forever. It fills me with profound hopelessness. 12th July 1916. Afternoon. Spoke to the doctor. He told me Henri woke in the night and had no recollection of the events in the crater. Indeed, he seemed even confused as to where he was. Aside from this disturbing news, I'm feeling rather good. Stronger and stronger. As if the whole ordeal has filled both my body and soul with new purpose.
So this note's a very important one. Essentially, this tells us the identity of the monster. It turns out the water Henri gave to Lambert was somewhat infected by the other world, and it turned him into the beast that is now hunting us inside the bunker walls. And so that's the real identity of the beast, is Lambert. Mutated, technically still alive, and he does have some, I guess, humanity to him, which I didn't find out until I was actually looking at the wiki for the beast. But with every other soldier, he like rips him apart and everything like that, totally brutal. But with Henri, he only like snaps his neck. Like, it's a very quick death, and it's not very brutal, unless he gets you from behind, in which case he like maws you to death basically, because he doesn't recognize who you are. And in the final boss fight, when you knock him into the pit, apparently you can hear him screaming Henri, which I thought was interesting. I didn't hear that my first time through. Okay. Hello, Father. I'll take this key off you. So that's a scripted event right there, which is why I pulled out that grenade and fired instantly. And now that's why I'm gonna set that off, because he's not gonna get alerted to that now that I've done that. I'm gonna grab the plank that's right here, and I'm gonna run all the way over and get in the pillbox. Anything good in there? Bottle and a rag. I can make a torch, I guess. Another one. And welcome, my friends, to our freedom. It's the end of the game. No, it's a pillbox. And here is our Foreman Stafford. Hello, Foreman. Shot straight in the eye. And here's a little detail to really show that you're not free at all. If you grab a helmet and point it over here, and the kind of head of the pillbox, or I guess like the little window going out, just kind of leave it here for a while. I think the registration to get this might be a little weird. Or maybe I'd leave it like that. Why isn't the trigger? Hello? Fuck me! Jesus Christ, okay. Yeah. It did it. It did indeed do it. Yeah, that. Yeah. So just to show home that, you know, hell isn't over. The only taste of freedom you get until the end of the game is you getting shot at by Germans. Oh no. Go, run! Henri! I can't believe I missed that first fucking shot, man. Oh my god, that pisses me off. Fuck me. How much fuel we got left? Okay, we're at E. I'm just gonna shut it off. Keep myself awake? Yeah, no worries. I'll probably keep going for a little while. I don't know how long, but I will. Let's put these away for now, just so I can pull out more fuel. Is an epic stream though? Yeah, I'm gonna try. I might do one of these for the next story. We'll see. But I know FG suggested streaming myself writing the stories, which I think might be an interesting idea. I don't know if I'm gonna pursue it or not. We will see though. But I think it could be a neat idea, and if people want to see it, then sure, I'll do that. Bye-bye. Pull out these two just for now. Is there anything else I want? Not really, no. Let's flip it on. I still can't believe I missed the fucking shot on the lock and wasted a bullet. That pisses me off. But we have a few codes now to go use. Well, let's see what we get from the lockers. See what goodies we get. Our first one up is D. Bardin. Where's Bardin? Oh right, we do have our locker. Or no, we don't. That was the last one. We do have Travaz 8591. For 2 nades. 8591. That wasn't correct, apparently. 5891. How did I get that in reverse? Our Claire, I don't think I have. No, I have 14. And here's Stafford. 6969. Wait, is that the randomized code? Really? Is that really the randomized code I got? I just realized that. Wow. 6969. That's wild. Okay. It's Lambert. 14. 14 has a shotgun? Wait, I get the shotgun this early? I don't think that's supposed to happen. Is it because it's probably because I'm on New Game Plus. 97665. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna use it at all. But Debardin, what are you? 8909. I didn't know I get the shotgun this early. Okay. I doubt I'm going to use it, but I will take it. I won't use it until the normal point and progression when you're, I guess, supposed to get it. So with the origin of my monster, the Scrounger, as I called him. I wanted to do something rooted in Latin, and it just so happened that Amnesia was kind of rooted in Latin with the worshipper of Mithrax. And Mithriums and that kind of stuff. So I decided to try to play off that a little bit. By making Fritz split Latin German. And then him telling his grandfather telling him the stories of you know, Latin culture, and then the one story that always stuck with him, which was the story about the Scrounger. So I decided to, the main reason behind deciding to make it its own thing outside of Latin culture was primarily the sense of that feeling of something more, like something far deeper is behind this. Farber, Gathering of the Willing, 28th of May, 1916. After what happened with Neuer, after how Reynard of Fournier treated him and LaRue, there's only one way forward for us. I've gathered the men I can trust, proposed to them what we will do. To a man, all of them were willing. It was such a relief. He seemed eager to go, the poor man. I hear him at night muttering in rhymes, trying to comfort himself. For his sake, for all our sakes, this nightmare must stop. Late now, on the 14th of June. The nightmares have stopped. We no longer hear those sounds. But now I am plagued by worse nightmares. My fellow saboteurs were all caught. Delphi and Rainer tortured them, even now. And yet none of them have turned me in. I alone have escaped punishment. The honor among these men, my brothers, I'm not worthy of it. It haunts me. The guilt of it. I know they will be court-martialed. Maybe even put to death, and here I am. By consolation, the war will punish me, as it punishes us all, and I will remain vigilant, lest whatever darkness lurks in those tunnels returns. Fuck me. I don't think I read this note. Oh no, I did. I can't take that right now. So with, with Nurse Isabel in the story, or Isabel, I think, I chose to call her. The reason I decided to kind of have her be the character she was to kind of, it was not only to portray, I guess, the shitty nature of Joachim as a very stereotypical person for the times, that he's in, but to it was also kind of a way to show how women were kind of treated at the time. Hey, buddy. I'm not gonna walk this way. Huh. Okay, I'll just let you be then. I'll just aim my gun at the doorway and wait. Really only take a single bullet to run away? I guess now that I came here with the wrench, I can actually open the vent here and get the secret I failed to show you guys all. This picture right here. That's the entire room there. I'm gonna get the map of this place. So the map of every individual part of the bunker is only kind of hidden behind a door you normally can't open. This one is hidden behind this locked door. You need either a grenade or a brick to open it, and you just do this, and you get the map. There's a few notes in here which I will read. That's the quarters, and those are all the desks. Sergeant Stefan Jobert. Jobert's journal. Patrol. Oh, this is a long one. Patrol report, 10th of July, 1916. Odd occurrence last night. Sergeant Lambert, thought dead after his patrol on the 8th, returned to the barracks in fine health. He carried with him Soldat Clement, severely wounded from an explosion. Lambert reports the following. That midway through his patrol on the 8th, he fell into a deep crater and was unable to escape. Clement, his close friend, snuck out after him last night, located him in the crater, and carried him out. They were spotted, and in the ensuing attack, Clement was injured by an explosion. It fell on Lambert to carry him back. Very odd that Lambert was neither injured from the fall nor the explosion, and that he ended up saving the man who came to save him. But battlefield luck is an odd thing. In every life, fate's wind blows erratic. Fate's winds blow erratic. Judging by Lambert's description, the crater he fell in seems to have been located very close to the Roman tunnels we unearthed. It may have been a result of the work down there. Recommend a future patrol investigate and make sure we have not opened up a back door into our own bunker. So, making the Scrounger's home was interesting because, after all, it's an ancient evil. Does it really need a home? The way I decided to kind of do that was set it to be made by like a cult or worshipper of some kind. Toussaint's journal, 16th of May, 1916. Neuer has been telling us of the tunnel texts describing what these tunnels were used for, but I didn't need him to tell me. I've seen it. I was there in the dark. I dream of it every night now. Dreams are so real that when I wake, The day itself feels like a dream. I'm at a ritual. It begins with the drinking of a liquid, sweet and thick, like mucus or honey, repulsive and yet intoxicating. As I drink, it warms my body, fills me with the lust for all things carnal. Sex, blood, flesh. Around me are others, their faces hidden, their bodies rippling. I know we all serve the same master to the same end. A place in her unending kingdom. Immortality. The things I do in these dreams, a terrible whirl of horrors, bloody and twirled. A lot of the carnal pit of the war seems like mere play. I was horrified, but in the dream I am elated. The worst part, at the end of the day, I want to be asleep. I want to go back to that place. I want to feel that way. I want the violence and the ecstasy and the pitch black darkness. That's pretty metal. No, I'm kidding. Alex Neuer, Neuer's Journal, Part 1. 30th April 1916. Finally got some answers from the engineering team. Command believes there are old Roman tunnels adjacent to our position. They are opening them this evening. Command hopes to use them to launch a surprise attack. If any attacks at this point would be termed as a surprise. This is war. We are always expecting an attack. Curious to see these tunnels, though. A little dash of antiquity would liven this place up. It certainly helped keep my mind off the daily grind of the war. 9th of May, 1916. The officers presented me today with a rather unexpected and strange gift. Aging text from inside the Roman tunnels. Seems they got word of my interest. I took them, of course, but the truth is these texts are far too fragile, too valuable to survive life in this horrid place. They require more delicate hands, more learned minds than mine. Still, curiosity reigns. 11th of May, 1916. This morning, Ackerman died of his wounds. I'd only known him a time, but considered him one of my better friends here. I hope heaven welcomes him. To distract myself, I have been going over these texts, and I have had quite the shock. These texts are not Roman in origin. The language is Latin, or Latinate, at least. But what they're writing about has no relation to what I know of Roman culture from any era. The texts seem to be of a religious or at least superstitious nature. A phrase is repeated, to cross into darkness beyond, and then something about sight. 13th of May, 1916. Haven't slept, need to get this down. The texts are of a religious nature. Whoever these ancient people were, they believed that they have found a means to immortality, and to achieve this goal, they needed to access what they thought was some other world, one dominated by darkness and ruled by, I don't know, they use words I can't translate, ruled by something. They claimed that the dark other world was full of spirits, monsters, and that the air was endlessly alive with cries of torment and sick rattle of souls near death. This is what they were using the tunnels for. For them, it was a doorway into some pagan hell. These texts are full of wild stories of blood orgies and sadistic spirits of the awful things these men and women would do to each other in worship of darkness. They speak at length of some substance that meant to grant the worthy some kind of immortality in darkness. I'm on patrol tonight. Need to sleep before then, but then I'm back at this. The writing and text in this game are fucking lovely. I love every second of them. Go away. Go away. Go away. Okay, you had nothing. Go away. There is a grenade here, but I would much prefer to use a brick, and I know I saw one in the other room. There's them having a party. Get away. was the brick. I know I saw one in here. I have one outside at the very least, if I need it. There it is. Nice of you to trip that for me. Sergeant Picard. My friend, after the tunnel sabotage, there increased in security everywhere. I've been commanded to lock the door to communications, but between you and me, I'm going to keep a copy of the key in my bunk in the barracks. You might never know when such a thing might come in handy. Sergeant Picard. So, this is every single one. Picrat would be... Oh, that's LaRue. Okay. Thanks for having your bunk right by the door, LaRue.
Left. The code is 4938.
4938. Trembly. Farber dies. Farber is gone. Insanity. Chaos. We were in the mess and it burst from the shadows right behind Bolsrond. But Farber was there, ready, practically threw himself in front of the thing. He shot it, hit it dead on. The thing retreated. We thought for sure it was dead. But then, not 10 minutes later, it came back for him. I heard him screaming, being pulled into the wall, praying for salvation. And now I can hear him moving again, getting close. Have to move on, or else we'll all suffer its fate.
Please, I hope that you can hear me. I hope that you can forgive me. The arsenal code is 4938. The arsenal is locked. You need this code.
Thank you for the code. Noise Journal Part 2. 14th of May 1916. I have spoken to no one of what's written in those texts. I swear it. But now LaRue comes out of the tunnels claiming to have seen things described in them. My rational mind cannot accept that. This might be a coincidence, nor can it accept the alternative. I have to tell the others what's written in these texts. Tell them, warn them. 18th of May 1916. They punished LaRue for speaking out about what he saw, and now Reynard has sent for me. I'm sure I am to be punished as well. We're stuck between the Germans in front of us, High Command behind us, and some other horrible forces that seem to lurk in the shadows all around us. I fear we are now truly beyond God's reach. 20th of May 1916. I've been locked in Delphi's cell for the past 2 nights. Reynard's punishment for me speaking about the text. Nightmares after nightmares there, dreams of darkness, seductive darkness, voices there welcoming me. I returned to my bunk and I was met with the men, all of whom now have tales to tell. Nikolai, Farber, Holopek, on and on. They're all hearing things, dreaming things. Nights and now we spent Nights are now spent in the grip of fear that claws up the spine and digs its claws behind us, behind the eye, piercing the mind and soul. But after what happened to LaRue and me, none dare to speak to the officers, not even to Jobert. And worse, raids are beginning again. I'm to go tomorrow night. 23rd of May, 1916. Back from the raid, can't sleep, shells falling. The soles of my boots are worn thin, my feet bloody and blistered. Lost too many out there. I feel trapped. 25th of May, 1916. Last night, the entire barracks was awakened by the sounds from the tunnel. Nightly, they grow louder. When I slept, I dreamed of other worlds, of pain wrapped and ecstasy. This morning, we were all ghosts. We are all as ghosts. Things cannot continue this way. I will enter the tunnels and see if I can find some way to end this for all our sakes.
9, 3.
Alright, so that's that area done. We can go to the prison now, which I might actually do. Gonna put you in. Gonna take you out. Grab you and you. Yeah, I was running low on fuel. That's a good call. I don't want to waste more fire. Yeah, let's go to the prison. We do have some codes, don't we? Yes, Clement and Arclair. So we'll grab these codes first. Lambert level. Arclair is 0196. A medkit, nice. And Clement was 1553. Here is Henry and Lambert together. Here's Henry, there's Lambert. Oh, are you not gonna read it? What note did I just pick up?
8th of July.
Oh, this one, yeah.
Mid-afternoon. Joubert needs a scout for tonight. Routine patrol. Out to the communication wires and back. It'll be cloudy. Good cover. Easiest patrol possible. Sergeant wants me or Augustin to go. He still suspects one of us might have been with the mutineers. But I won't be going. How can I be so sure? Well, Augustin has agreed to a friendly game of chance to determine which of us it will be. And using an old sleight of hand trick, there's no way I'll lose. No, Augustin doesn't have a chance because I'll ensure he doesn't. Me? A scoundrel? Perhaps. But when he returns and I remind him of the time he pissed in my flask, or the mysterious lice that appeared in my bunk, or the incident with that barmaid, well, I laughed in those cases, and he'll laugh in this one. 8th of July, near midnight. Shelling again somewhere along the line. Them firing at us. I'm sure we will fire at them again soon. I hope Augustin's having a simply marvelous time out there. Can't wait to tell him what I did. 9th of July, time unknown. It must be just before dawn. When the shelling stopped, I woke. The sudden silence always does that. Augustin's bunk is empty. I went looking for him. He wasn't in the mess, nor being seen by Dr. Jasinski. nor lurking out for a final smoke. Dax was on patrol. I asked him. He said Augustin hasn't returned from the scout. He said the words like he was pronouncing Augustin's death. As if scouts don't come running back at all hours. As if it wasn't just a routine patrol. As if all hope was lost. Now the shelling is starting again. We'll try to sleep. 9th of July, morning. It has been hours now and Augustin has not returned. His luck did not hold. And neither has mine. What could I have been thinking? If he is gone forever... But I do not want to write it, for fear writing it will make it real. I will continue to wait in my bunk until dusk. And if there is no sign of him, then I do not know. The priest keeps staring at me, as if he can sense I have some unseen weight on me. I will not give him the satisfaction of a confession. It was nothing, a joke. I thought it was just a joke. I never thought. And therein lies my sin.
So, yeah, as seen in the start of the game, when Henri challenges Lambert to a game of cards, he cheats to ensure Lambert goes on the patrol, which basically sets off the entire events of the game. Because Lambert falls in the hole, Henry goes after him, he drinks the contaminated water, he turns into the beast and starts murdering everyone. Nice pencil, Plunk. Right, that's the map. We don't really need a map of this place, it's pretty small. Definitely the smallest area of the game. Come on, Lambert. Okay, he's running. If any of these are trapped... Oh yeah, I can set this one up. Oh, it's a flare, okay. Meditate, gas grenade. Gas in a bottle. I don't have any cutters, so I can't do anything. Rent's location note. Remember, if you need to remove grading, request the special rents from Foreman Stafford down in maintenance. While you're there, ask him why we use these damn special screws on all the grading. Very inefficient. I forget which one the prisoner is located in. Welcome back, Jimmy. But I think it's the third one on the right, always. I think, meaning if we open everything besides that, he won't scream. So, if we do this... And yeah, he didn't scream, okay. So... I'm gonna drop these on the ground for now. I'll come maybe pick these up later. 4th of July 1916, from Sergeant Reynard to V. Delphi. Update on prisoner 73014. With the rest of the cells empty, I have begun a program of aggressive interrogation. I hope the screams have not kept you awake. He continues to insist that he was a common soldier, that his rank was accidentally torn from his uniform, and that he knows nothing of the Second Army's plans. I do not believe him. I've ordered rations for the next 3 days. When next he's fed, I assume his gratitude will loosen his tongue. A final note: this work would have been much easier if the officers' wine rations were loosened. So we're in the prison area, and as you may have heard from the note before, we got a little prisoner.
Ich will nicht zerstören. Nein, nein, lassen Sie es zu. Ich kann es hören.
And he's unfortunately got the cutters in his cell. For whatever reason, he has the bolt cutters. Is there a grenade?
Ich kann es hören.
Ooh, neighbor. That was the gas mask.
Bitte, ich kann es hören.
There might be a grenade. I forgot. I totally forgot. I just totally forgot about that. Oh, he just straight up left. Yeah, so he can't get in. He can't get in his cell, even despite how much he's screaming, because there's no hole that leads into his cell. And I didn't open the door. Here's the thing, I need to get in this. There's a piece of fucking meat, are you kidding me? Is there a grenade in here? Oh, fuck me. Okay, I have a plan. I have a plan. Since the hole he comes out of is scripted, it's not randomized. He'll always come out of the same jail cell because that's the only one that I think is open by default. Which means you can grenade that door kind of preemptively, I guess. Yes, we are going to fuck him up. So if we do right here, I think that should work. Okay. And we're, before anyone asks, yes, we're saving the German. Because I said so. I'm gonna drop this piece of meat on the ground. That grenade won't work, that's a gas grenade. He'll just run straight through that before it triggers. Oh, he shot it, he did it himself. Oh fuck. No, he ran, I'm fine. Oh, that triggered a gas grenade. Yeah, no getting in his cell, buddy. This guy has better voice acting than he has any right to have. Yeah, honestly, yeah. But we got the cutters. That's the main thing that matters. Right there. Now... I will let chat, and by chat I mean Shroomy, because I think everyone else is just listening. Unless anyone else wants to vote, I'll let that up. We only technically have one area left. But that area splits into two. That's the arsenal, and you might remember, inside the arsenal is the Roman tunnels. So we can go to either one first. I'm totally fine with either. I will let chat decide, though. If they want to see the Roman tunnels, or the arsenal. Roman tunnels? Yeah, we can go there. The great thing about having the bolt cutters now is we no longer have to shoot off locks and waste a bullet and make a bunch of noise, which is just amazing. I love that. Welcome to the arsenal. Although we're not going to be here for very long. I probably should have shut off the power. I didn't really think about that. I should have shut off the generator just so when we come out here it's not lights out. With the cutter we can also snap that and we get free stuff out of it basically. So traps are now our friends actually. Because now we're going to get free grenades and flares. I do need gas for when we get back because we're gonna be shit out of gas, which means any ones I can find I would be very okay with having. Here's why we need the bolt cutters. They're the only things that can cut off these chains, so you have to come here after the prison. So you come here, you turn that on, and then you can go on, turn on the machine that will unflood this place. I don't know exactly why it's flooded. I think that might be a note somewhere that I maybe skimmed over. Fuck, why didn't I drop off the lighter and the torch? Because I don't need those. I can drop them off here, I think. Or there might be a box up ahead. I don't remember. I know there's a save. I don't remember if there's a box. Bottle, no need. And welcome to the Roman tunnels. I think this is probably my favorite section in the entire game right here. I'll let it... Oh, there's no box here. Shit. Yeah, that's bad because I need to bring some stuff back. Which means I need to get rid of the torch. Look at these little eyeballs. That just went straight through, I'm sorry. Does this not have any collision? No, it does. Toussaint's madness. Had to see what the dark held. Had to! Neuer, Farber, all of them. They don't have the right kind of eyes. There's a world down here full of seductions and secrets, and my eyes are right for it. Never mind that they trapped me down here. I have seen, a vision of a gone world. bloody and terrible, beautiful and awful, godly and infernal. All around me voices. The past clawing, spinning, whirling. I don't know what they want. I don't know what they want. Have to stop it. Can't see it anymore. It tasks me with what I do not know. Please, God above. If you were there, end this. Give me some way to end this. I see it now. Ha! I see it now. See it now. See it not. See it now. See it not. Whirling and whirling and whirling. It calls for blood. Competent Noise Report. From Jobert to Reynard. RE Noise Report. Our mad classicist has struck again. Neuer has filled in a report claiming that the Romans used these tunnels to hold sadistic bacchanals, great festivals of cruel combat, torture, and wars. Further, he says these were all held in an arena over a great pit. Any who fell into it fell into screaming darkness. His words. What a poet. I've been in the tunnels. There are tunnels. Full stop. Recommend surveillance on Neuer. Welcome to the Roman tunnels. Oh shit, right. I need to carry 2 items back. I technically don't need the cutters anymore, I think. I only need them to get into here. So, I can't drop them though. Fuck. There's no box here. I have to drop a can of fuel. That's really unfortunate. I didn't want to, but I need to. There's our goal right there. That's the trigger for the dynamite that's gonna get us out of here. To anyone out here who's played Amnesia Rebirth, these rocks will look very familiar to you. There's more fucking fuel down here. You're just fucking taunting me, man.
We were the world. The world we were. It all gets lost. Lost in the terrible twirl. Can't see the sun for all the black smoke. Can't see the dirt for all the dead folk. Can't see the ocean. Can't see the trees. So here I stay, down on mine.
Shit! Give me the bottle. Go over there. Fuck me.
We were the world. The world we were.
Okay, I got him. I got him. Fuck me. Oh my god. I've never been that scared with a fight against Toussaint. So here's how you normally get the shotgun. I can't pick it up because in New Game Plus, they put the shotgun in the locker. Fuck me, that actually scared me. You might have noticed the hallucinations in here. Yeah. They get me too. But, so yeah, because I picked up the shotgun in the locker, but I'm not using it until we technically have the ability to. That door's locked. Which would be right now. You might notice some, ghostly fellows roaming around here. Is it like a brick or a grenade? I need something to get through this door. I can't just be soft locked. There it is. world. So that was Toussaint, the guy who wrote the note, who basically went crazy about the tunnels and ripped his own eyelids out. And he's the one who carries the shotgun. Normally, you kill him and you get the shotgun. Oh, there's a pouch here. Oh my good lord. Okay, thank you. So here is the detonator, which you might guess we need to detonate the dynamite that's gonna bring us out of here. But if you come out here, this place might be a little familiar to the people who have been here for the past 2 hours. This is the crater that Lambert fell in. There's something just about this gloomy sky that I love. And this dark, you know, trees without leaves. So I guess that one's got its leaves. Debarked, you know, dead, fallen over. And just the sound of screaming and gunfire and explosions that just really sets a standard for how good of a game this is. And here you can find Lambert's dog tag and the rabbit toy, which he wrote in a note that he bought his son a little rabbit toy, but it got lost when he fell in the crater. As we know, Lambert is the monster chasing us in the Roman tunnels. By throwing this at him, it actually distracts him and gets him to run away. And that he'll go back to his little hidey hole in the church and he'll put it back there on the altar. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to run all the way back to maintenance. But yeah, that's what happens if you throw it at him. I want to save it for the final little bit of the game because I'm gonna need it. I know there was fuel over here that I kind of want to grab. Or, no, it was up. I think. How do I get back up? Where did I even come from? That's a good question. Where did I come from? Hello? Is it the room over? Oh, there's Toussaint. Oh, which means it was this room. And it was up here? Yeah. Can I jump up here? No, too high. Need a box. There we go. This box. So I'll take that fuel. That's my inventory filled, unfortunately. I think this is the maximum amount of inventory slots we can have. By the time we get back to the bunker, the generator's definitely gonna be out. So I'm probably gonna have to run all the way back to the generator and power it on again before we go to the arsenal, which it sucks that I can't bring that because I need the rabbit toy. One part of me that wishes I could revisit Nocturnal and remake it with some of the knowledge I have now. Oh, the generator isn't off. That's a little surprising. It's probably very low, though, so I'm still going to run back and empty my inventory. I wish I gave more background on, in general, the team. Or I guess the entire group that was stationed at the bunker. Because in general, you don't really hear a whole lot about everyone. Everyone's very secluded. Which kind of in a time like this, you know, times of great tragedy and trauma and stuff like that, humans do strange things. Trust me, I know. So driving everyone to isolation was kind of like an emotional response of like, obviously one thing about it was just not trusting anyone, because at the end of the day, the Scrounger is an ancient evil that, you know, haunts. It possesses people, so in reality, it's kind of like, in a way, it's like the Thing, where you can't necessarily trust anyone, because anyone could be possessed by the Scrounger, and, you know, whatever. We'll put the holder in there. I'll take these for now. Let's go get the lockers that I haven't opened, and then we'll go to the arsenal and get the dynamite, and then we're basically out of here. Wasn't a very long playthrough. I mean, given I know this game pretty well, so... Where's Lambert? That's H. Sure. Do we have him? 7436. And that's a pocket bag. Nice. Oh yeah, while you were gone, Shroomy, I found out that, yeah, F. Stafford, his randomly generated code, which, by the way, all the codes in this game are randomized. And the one I got for him was 6969. That was my randomly generated code for Stafford. Lambert is 68 or 7852.
July 1916. Up again. In the chapel. Trying to pray, but my mind is too alive with thoughts of the cradle. The rabbit. And that water. Its taste. And yet I don't feel tired. Instead I feel this itch. This sense that there are things I must do. Purpose. A bloody purpose higher than any of man's petty wars. 13th July 1916. Morning. Everyone's talking about hearing scratching at the walls. Tremblay even claims to have heard howls echoing through the barracks. I feel strange myself. Can barely find the words to write. My hands feel so odd. Gnarled. Bulbous. Like they don't belong to me. I hesitate to write this, but a thought keeps echoing in my head. A thought I must not act on. A bloody thought so seductive. It calls. It calls. It calls. 15th July 1916. Madness in the barracks this morning. Renard's dead. They say murder but will not show us the body. A dream rises in my mind. Countless cruel eyes upon me. Must check on Henri. Wish he would wake. Could use a friend. My prayers remain unanswered. 18th July 1916. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Blood on my hands. Their pain. I want more of it. I can hear Tremblay now. Coming closer. 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 I can get what I want from him.
That's basically confirming right there that the monster is Lambert. N level 2575. Here's a little interesting thing. 2575 is by he gives you the gas mask, which obviously makes you immune to gas, but reduces your vision and noise detection, so you can't hear things as well. But if you rear this in the Roman tunnels, you won't see any of the ghostly figures that I kept seeing that messed me up because I was, you know, trying to shoot the dude with the shotgun. I've never really used it. In my opinion, it's not worth taking up an item slot. If this game was potentially longer, I would have maybe debated on it. It depends, I guess, on that usefulness. In general, like, my main complaint about this game is that it's really short. Like, I've beaten this game in, like, 30 minutes kind of short. And that's not... I mean, that is technically speedrunning, but it's like, anyone could do that once they know the game. So it's kind of like... That's just kind of how it is. No, I need this, and this, and I won't take a first aid kit. I'll leave the shotgun in there. How many bullets do we have? 2. That's fine. Back to the arsenal. So, we just need to get the dynamite, and we're out of here. We're escaping the bunker, boys and girls, and anyone who doesn't identify under those 2 umbrella terms. They're not umbrella terms, but you know what? If you say it like you know it's true, people will believe you. If politics has taught me anything, it's that. I won't need any gas, so no need to pick any up anymore. Please? Thank you. There's a grenade if I need it. Who are you? No one of importance, apparently. Okay, yeah, I guess I'll take a grenade. There it is. There's the dynamite. What's the arsenal code again? 4938. 4938. So one thing about this place is the monster can destroy these wooden, or I guess any kind of strong damage, be it grenades, or I think even a brick might be able to, can destroy all the wooden bookshelves, or I guess storage containers and stuff like that. Meaning you could intentionally throw a grenade and skip most of this place. I'm not going to myself, because I kind of want to walk through here. It's not a very long section either. Who are you? Someone of no importance to me. Oh, here comes Buddy. Nice, another pocket pack. For some reason, I always push that box and jump over, but you could just crawl. I think that's technically the faster way, but if you don't want to make any noise, that's a good option right there. You can push this barrel aside. Never mind, you can't. I thought you could. It just looked like you could. I don't think there's a single code we're missing. You're of no one of importance. So, if he comes that way, he'll trip on that grenade. But I do kind of want to... Just in case. I think that's where the barrel is. I don't think he's gonna go that way, though. see. Okay, he's gone. I'm gonna jump over here. I think normally you're supposed to explode it, but this game's very open, which with the ways you want to tackle problems. I think they gave this game like a, not a slogan, but like kind of like a tagline saying like, if you can think of it, you can, like, if you could think you can do something, you probably can. Like this game is very open-ended, tackle the way you want to, and most of the time it actually, you know, you can completely do just that. Which is freaking awesome, that you can tackle this game in so many different ways, and it's all randomized and absolutely lovely stuff like that. There's the dynamite pack. Some shotgun shells I'll take. Just checking if I emptied that bullet. Alright, fellas, it's time to get out of here. Is he awake back there? Oh my god, he is. I didn't even know. I didn't hear him come out of the hole. Well, now he's gonna chase my ass down here. So I gotta run for the safe room. Okay. Save. What do I want to bring on this fight? Don't need you. I'll bring you. I'll bring you. I'll bring you. I will of course bring you. Don't need you. I don't need you. I think that's a decent layout. Oh wait, I need the handle. Yeah. So we put the dynamite here in this box. How many times do you guys think I'm gonna die on the final boss? Put your predictions in now. And we put in the handle. Alright. Let's go, boys. We're escaping the bunker. I forgot a grenade. Oh, piss. I forgot a grenade. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There are grenades inside the room. It's fine. It's fine. Or actually, no. I don't think I need a grenade. Welcome. Wait, did both of these birds just... Oh, he can't get to me, can he? Alright, there he is. Hey, buddy. Been a while. You want to go out for beers on Sunday? Oh, I'll take that as a no. He's gonna charge at me in a second. I need him to just go up to it. There we go. So you can see he looks at it, and he kind of takes it for himself. I didn't reload. There are still ways to do this. There are still ways that I can do this. I no longer think there's a way I can do this. Swap over. No! You son of a bitch, Lambert! Oh. I'm just dead. Yeah. I can't believe I forgot to reload. I forgot to load my fucking shotgun. That was the only reason I died. I just forgot to load my fucking shotgun. Like the big goddamn dumbass I am. I'm gonna load it on the way down now. Fuck out of my way. Okay, that's every plank, which means 2 ways. I'm gonna try this way first. I don't know if I can do it or not. Oh, I did it! Okay. Shroomy was white. I died a singular time to the final boss. Alright, we gotta go. Thank you, very convenient rock. Go, go, go. This whole place is about to collapse on me. And that's Amnesia the Bunker. So I know this was supposed to be a stream to celebrate Nocturnal Somber Eclipse coming out, finally. But I do want to take this time to appreciate Frictional. And all the amazing people you're seeing right here on screen. Who made this fucking masterpiece of an adventure that I love to shreds. Sergeant Jobert. What's around? Without this game, it is true that there would be no Nocturnal Somber Eclipse, obviously, because I was primarily inspired by this game to write what I did, even though I've wanted to write a World War I story for a while now. This game kind of inspired me to make it what it is. And even if I think the story does suck, which I genuinely do think that, looking back on it now, with how much I could have done with the concept that I didn't, and how things could have gone better. You can always do a rewrite. I'm genuinely thinking about it, because I don't necessarily like to remake things. And I mean that in the context of myself. Video game remakes or remakes of movies and stuff like that, I'm 50-50 on it, but then again, that's also because most things have been 50-50 hit or miss. Like, Resident Evil 2, love that remake. Resident Evil 3 remake, fucking sucks. The original was so much better. But I do think there was so much better that could have been done with it that I didn't do. But I'm getting a little sidetracked. I really just want to appreciate this game for a moment. Not even this game, but Frictional as a team has been one of my main inspirations for not even just writing, but my creative work as a whole. Amnesia: The Dark Descent, Soma, don't get me started on Soma. I fucking love that game, and I can't wait for Hotel Samsara. I'm so excited for Hotel Samsara. Whether it's in the same universe or a direct sequel to Soma, I don't care. I'm so excited for it, because that game was still, in my opinion, one of the best stories in gaming, period. I love Signalis, favorite game ever made, love Silent Hill 2, but if we were to go based on stories, I think Signalis comes first, Soma comes second, and then Silent Hill. It's just been such an inspiration for me, Frictional. With everything, you know, they've done and made with the game, with what they have, because they're an indie studio. I think Penumbra, I don't remember how much devs Penumbra had, but it wasn't a whole lot. I don't know if I could see. Oh, a lot of it's missing. Okay. Okay, we'll just immediately using the Google AI, I guess, which I don't like to do, but I can't really find a straight answer immediately. A programmer, a writer, and a composer. 3 fucking people originally. Now going to, I think with Amnesia the Bunker, this is a team of 30, or it might be 20. I don't know off the top of my head, but like even going back to the early days, Penumbra's release, sorry, and of course Amnesia the Dark Descent, going up until Soma, this game, even Rebirth, which I may play on stream one day because I've never beaten Rebirth. I've played it, and I know the story of it, but I've never beaten it. So maybe I'll do that one day. But just Frictional as a dev team, I hold with such high regards, for making some of the best horror experiences I've ever played, but also just like the story and stuff like that. You know, even like set pieces. It's such an influence to me. And it really does mean a lot to finally get the chance to make one of my stories fully inspired by one of their works. Because I love this dev team. Great fucking people. Making some of the best experiences I feel ever. And, you know, they're a small little dev team. I feel like, obviously, Amnesia the Dark Descent is their big hitter. There's no questioning that. But Soma, too, is huge. But I feel like even after that, they're still, like, fairly indie. You know, not a whole lot of people know them. And I guess we could go see, if we go to Steam here. Let's just go to the store page for the Bunker. 8,000 reviews, nearly 9,000. Let's go to the Dark Descent. 19,000. Yeah. How about Soma? Let's see Soma. 41,000. Yeah, like some of the most best story-driven experiences and experiences in general I've ever played come from this dev team. And it does mean a lot to me to finally kind of show off my passion for them and how high of a regard I hold them in, even if it was done in my own kind of crappy manner, in my opinion at least. And I'm really glad. I'm happy this happened. And I finally get the chance. Let's see our statistics. 1 hour, 49 minutes. Time saved 10. Numbers of deaths 2. Rats killed 2. Yeah, because I shot the 2 rats. That's what... Those 2 rats that then, you know, got me killed because I was shooting them. No gas, no petrol bombs. Wait, yeah, I can make petrol bombs. I forgot about that. Flares, health items used, only 1. Generator refills, 23. Blackouts, 3. Probably because I turned off the generator and then turned it back on. Traps triggered, corpses burnt. Okay. For now, if that's cool, gamer. Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't necessarily have a whole lot to say. If anyone wants to ask any questions regarding Nocturnal Somber Eclipse, now's the time. I don't have a whole lot left to say for my inspiration about my inspiration from this game going to Somber Eclipse. I do have things I wish that I did better, but I'll maybe leave that to a different Q&A. Probably around Christmas when Playing God comes out. Maybe I'll do a whole Q&A stream about all my stories. That'll give people time to read them and stuff like that. What is Training Grounds? I've never actually done this. I'm assuming this is a custom story thing. See you later. Bye bye, Shroomy. Hope you have a nice night. Oh, you just get to fire off? Is that it? That's a lot of shotgun shells. Grenades, bombs, gas mask. Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's just like a shooting range. That's, I'm assuming, the exit. There's the gun. That's cool. I didn't know this was here. That's really neat. I like that. Okay, but yeah, chat. That's all I have for this stream. I'm glad you all stopped by. I'm glad you enjoyed it. To anyone out there watching. Yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thank you all for showing up. Next story will be in December. Yeah, I guess I'll see you all then. Take care, chat. See you around. Bye-bye.